Bienvenidos amigos de YouTube a un nuevo video, una nueva entrevista para aquellos fanáticos del Italo Disco. Vamos a viajar en el tiempo para recordar buenos tiempos. Una canción que fue muy popular y aquellos amantes del Italo Disco la van a estar recordando siempre. Vamos a estar hablando con Lunghi, autora de una de las canciones de Italo Disco más bonitas, con una gran melodía como Acapulco Nights. Vamos a estar hablando con ella y recordando viejos tiempos, como también así nuevos proyectos que se vienen. So, welcome Lunghi, welcome Gabriela to my YouTube channel.
Hi. Hello, everyone. Ciao. Hola.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? And thank you for the invite to come on your channel.
Oh, thanks to you. Thanks to you. I'm a big fan of Italo Disco, so it's my pleasure just being here, just talking with you. Okay. So,
Okay, fine.
you are living in London. This is part of your history because you're living in London. But if we say Gabriela, it's very Italian. There is a lot of connection in your family. So I want to know about this.
You want to know a bit more? So my father was Italian. He was from Rome. He's a Roman. And my mother's from England, from London. And so I was born in London, brought up in London. But then with my family, I moved to Italy. So early 80s, I was with my family in Italy when I started singing, when I started my career. So basically, I started off in Italy singing with songs like Acapulco Nights. Before Acapulco, there was Honey Lender, which was another record that I recorded in Rome. And then we started from there, shall we say, from Rome, yes. Living in London now because in time I've come back to my country, and I do go very often to Rome because I've got family still down there. But for, shall we say, for reasons for my children, for the education, we prefer to move to England, yes.
Okay, now Italy is like your second home, so.
It is. I'm really like, you know what, when you've got one parent from one country and the culture, like the English, the British culture, and then you've got an Italian culture as well, there's a bit of a confusion in my head, because sometimes they say, oh, when I'm in Italy, they say, but you don't really look Italian. I say, no, because I was born in London, my mother's English. But when I'm in London, oh, you don't really look British because I do this with my hands. You look, more, like the Italian way, perché, mamma mia, So it's a bit like, you don't know where you fit in sometimes. So both countries are very, very special for me.
Well, we have a few similar things when Italians here in Argentina, ¿Qué cosa? What are you talking about? Your music was part of the history of Italo Disco. You work with Kundari, who is a brain of the Italo Disco because he is part of Koto, another project. I want to know your beginnings in this Italo Disco world,
Right. So when I was in Rome, I was living in Rome with my family. I like singing. So I started off with a group singing and we started doing some rehearsals and we did some gigs in local piazzas, events. And because I had this nice British accent, somebody who my father knew, who was a composer, Maurizio Kelly, who was one of the authors of my lyrics, not for Acapulco Nights though, that was a different project. So I started recording these records. And my voice got heard by Memory Records, which was production with Sandro Zanni. And they had this song called Acapulco Nights. And so they offered me if I would go and record it in Parma, which is a town in Italy. And so one evening we drove up to Parma. I went into the studio and there was this song. I heard it for a bit, to get the lyrics, to learn it. And the voice was already there, Acapulco Night, the male voice. So I don't know who he is, and I've never met him who sings this Acapulco Nights. So I don't know who he is. The voice was already on the backing track. So I started to record Acapulco Nights. And one evening I recorded it, and that was it. And then I never went back to that studio. But then after a bit, this song got quite famous in Mexico, in Greece, all over Europe. And so I was really surprised, that from one night, shall we say, one night recording, all this happened. And then after Acapulco Nights, which was quite a big hit, I did loads of events and stuff. Baby Records, which is another Italo Disco big company, contacted me to sing another song called Invisible. But they said, oh, we don't really want any background. We want to start fresh with you. So can you change your name? So I used my name, Jennifer, which is my second name, because it's Gabriela Jennifer Lunghi. That is my actual name.
Okay.
So they said, okay, let's use Jennifer's nice. What about a surname? So my mother's maiden name was Monday with you. So Jennifer Monday. Oh, yeah, we love that name. To be honest, I stopped with the Italo Disco. Years went by, and I started working with the Italian TV shows, shall we say, singing and dancing, presenting, and so that's how I've kind of finished the Italo Disco in those years. Kept on working as a showgirl, but then after 40 years, this producer, Kimo Salo, came back from Flashback Records, who knew me, saying, we've got a really good song for you, which could be the follow-up of Acapulco Nights. Would you like to consider singing this song and using your name again, DJ Lunghi? And I said, yes, the song, I loved it. And it was a funny thing because Under the Roman Moon, Michael Sandovich, which is part of Tiger Club, didn't know my connection with Rome. And the lyrics spoke about Rome as well. So I thought, how funny is that, you know, kind of connection with this, with the lyrics. So I said, yeah, I love the song. And so I recorded Under the Roman Moon after 40 years, 40. So in my voice has not changed. Obviously, years have gone by.
You listen the first time of Acapulco Night, what did you feel, you know? Because in my personal opinion, have a lovely melody, you know, it's very similar to Gazebo, you know, those kind of Italian.
Yeah. When I heard it for the first time, I thought, wow, I really liked it reminded me a lot of I like Chopin, to be honest. But I thought, I mean, it's similar, but it's not the same.
No,
and I really liked the song. It really fit me. Like even the key that it was kind of recorded in, it was my key. And they just wanted a nice melodic British accent voice. So I just fit perfect for the part. And when I did the demo, they were happy. So we went straight to record it. And I think it took me like 2-3 hours to record everything.
Wow.
So it was quite a quick session. I'm quite quick, and then I had the lyrics in front of me because obviously I didn't know them off by heart at the time. And then I started recording. They say, yeah, wow, it's fantastic, we love it, your accent's really perfect. So it was just like,
yes, 4 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours just there on the studio, and that's it.
And then, you know, then they started, obviously, I did loads of live events with this song. I went around all Europe with it. I didn't really go to Mexico because it's Acapulco Nights. I've never had the occasion to go, even though, I might be able to get there someday. Who knows?
Why not?
Actually, there was even a professional video done on that song, which I can't find anywhere.
Oh, wow.
It was on MTV Music for years and years, but I can't get hold of it. It's not on YouTube. I don't know. It was a really good video as well. of the song. Yeah,
Wow,
professional video.
wow.
So I don't know where to find it. Yeah.
Yes, it's not on YouTube because I was looking for.
No, it's not on YouTube.
Wow,
Yeah.
so cool. How about Baby Records? You know, your time there working.
Yeah, Baby Records was even quite quick as well. But the song, I learned it in Rome because one of the writers was in Rome, and so I pre-recorded the song in Rome, and then Baby Records wasn't really happy with how it got recorded. They said, no, come up to the studio in Milan. So we went up to Milan and I recorded there. And in the studio, I met Tom Hooker. He was there with me recording. Looking for love. Looking for love. Because they didn't know me, he just said to me, oh, maybe you need some help with English. And I thought, well, maybe not.
Maybe not, darling.
Because of the pronunciations and stuff, not knowing me. He was nice, in fairness. He was there to help. But then obviously when I spoke to him and I was British, he said, okay, now you don't need any help for the pronunciation.
I don't think so.
I said, no, maybe not. And he was like, yeah, Tom. And then I just got to meet him like, hi, he said he was from Santa Barbara. And I said, oh, and I told him the story. I was from London and everything. And then I recorded Invisible, even there, 2-3 hours, recorded it in the studio. They were happy. Even there, the male voice, I got to know him in after 30 years who he was, because the voice was already there. So I didn't even meet him, shall we say? Yeah.
Wow.
I never get to know my male partners in my songs.
But it's so crazy that, because it was like an industry, it's like funny, but it's strange in the same way, it's like, okay.
Yeah.
It's, so
in those days, then obviously you didn't have all this CDs, online music, so it was all actually vinyls, and so you got your commission of how many vinyls you got sold. I mean, Invisible as well had quite a good success in Italy, in Germany as well. I don't think as much as Acapulco Nights, to be honest, because Acapulco went all over the world. Invisible, maybe it was more Europe beat, kind of.
Yeah. I think the same. Acapulco Night was very popular in the discotheques here in Argentina.
And it was a different melody, a different beat, because in those years, like every 2 months, the sounds kind of changed, the rhythms used to change. And then we kind of moved into the house music as well. So we were kind of getting all these other groovy bits in. So they did other versions of Italo Disco, but the pure Italo Disco, I think, is the Gazebo years for me. Yeah.
Okay, so nice. I want to know about your new project for this year, so let me know.
Right, so I've got a new project coming out. The song's written by the famous group Diva, which were really famous at the beginning of the 80s. And I met Diva in Finland with the Flashback Records. There was a big event for 20 years of Flashback Records last year in July. And I met Diva there, and they said, oh, we really love your voice. We can write you a song. Would you be up for that? And I said, yes, of course. It'd be an honor to sing one of your songs. And so we left each other. This was end of July last year. And around October, they contacted me saying, oh, DJ, we've got a song for you then. So like we said, and I heard the song. It's really good. It's called Saturday Night. Saturday night. it's a really good track. You can tell it's diva style, so I'm really happy for being in this project with them. Let's see how it all goes, and if my fans like the Saturday night vibe.
We cross fingers, of course. So when you said it's like a typical song of diva, we are talking about Italo Disco. It's
we're talking Italo Disco. It's typical Italo Disco. Yeah, Saturday night. That's it. I'm not going to say anything more.
Keep calm.
And so Acapulco Nights, Saturday night, maybe, it's a key to success for this song as well. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? I wish you all the best with that song. I want to know if you have any kind of message, to all those people who were there in those times, dancing your music, because it was very normal in those times, especially here in Argentina, because we don't speak English. That maybe if you ask, do you know about Lunghi Acapulco Nights? They say, no, I don't have that name. But when they listen the song, they say, oh yes, I remember this song from the disco. It's so normal here, that thing. But I want to know if you have any kind of message.
I'm just really happy that my music went in all over the world. And in those days, now with all the social media, I've got people that write to me every day saying, oh, thanks to your song, I fell in love with this girl, and then I got married. And then, oh, I remember, I was so young when I used to dance in the disco to your song. How many years have gone by? And messages like that make me really happy, because it just brings back memories sometimes, when you listen to an old song. I've got lots of Russian people who contact me, and they say, oh yes, I was in Greece, I was dancing away in those days. Oh, what lovely years they were, all these kinds of messages. So I just want to keep up, the vibes of this good music, shall we say. And hopefully with Saturday nights as well, we can bring back some more good times, even though we've got a bit more years on our backs. It doesn't matter. I think music is always young, no matter what age, Of
course. Of course, so nice.
Maybe dancing is a bit more tricky.
Of course. But it's very nice, the things that you say, because you did music and your song was there, and there's a lot of good memories, I don't care if there are like millions of memories or not millions of memories, I don't know, but maybe you touch the time, the heart of one guy in Finland, another in Russia. It's so lovely, so nice,
That is it's an honor to have done this to people's lives, when they think, oh my God, your song, yes, it was amazing. I remember those days, For me, it's a big honor, to be part of this Italo Disco, in people's lives with my music. Obviously, my message to the fans is obviously keep on listening to me.
Well, thank you very much, Gabriela. Thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure. It was very funny. I cross the fingers for this new single, and have a nice day.
I'll contact you for the new single, and I'll send it to you. All right.
Of course, I will share with my followers. Okay, don't worry.
Okay.
Have a nice day there.
And you. Thanks for inviting me. A big kiss to you and to Argentina. Bye.
Bye.